Welcome to the very first episode of my first Connected Franchise series. We finally got the roster updates, and the Madden roster update means that my annual 32-team Connected Franchise starts up for a new season. This year I decided to document the league on YouTube because it's pretty entertaining. My goal this year is to make America's team great again. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what a 32-team league consists of, it's basically what it sounds like. 32 people that spend way too much time playing Madden. We all chip in $5 per season for the Super Bowl winner and compete against each other in every regular season game in a quest to win the pot of money at the end. We play 2, 3, sometimes 4 games per week, so the seasons only take a couple of weeks to get through. In the meantime, we scout, we trade, and develop our teams to compete now and for in the future. We use a group texting app called GroupMe and trash talk all year long, and it gets pretty intense. I found this is way more exciting and competitive than beating the computer a few times before getting bored and starting a new franchise with a new team. So do me a favor, guys, hit like and subscribe for this if you guys like these kind of videos. I also really want you guys to reach out this year and help me make some crucial decisions building my team, and hopefully you can help me make America's team great again. I guess there's no time like the present to admit that I'm a die-hard Cowboys fan, and I have been since I was 5 years old and growing up in the Dallas suburb. It really wasn't a choice at the time. We had just won the first of 3 Super Bowls. It was more of a cult than a fan base. Elementary school kids were getting picked on if they weren't Cowboys fans, so you fell in line pretty quickly. Anyways, I've been using the Cowboys in this league since it started, and one thing I will tell you about Tony Romo and Madden is that he is just snake bitten. This game has not given him any respect, ever. I knew as soon as the Cowboys drafted Dak Prescott, I would try and trade Romo and start my connected franchise with a rookie quarterback, because it's the best way to make sure he's a legitimate player by the second and third season of the game. Madden does a good job of making sure that you take your lumps when you start a rookie quarterback with inaccurate passes to the other team and poorly timed fumbles. I'm not one of the elite players in leagues, so the chances of me winning with this default Cowboys team is pretty unlikely. So I'm taking a long-term approach to developing Dak Prescott as my franchise quarterback. So naturally, I was pretty excited to see Dak Prescott ball out in the preseason, and I think that he got a pretty fair upgrade in the roster update. When we started the new group chat, I immediately announced that Romo was on the trade block. Then when Madden came out, I checked what the cap penalty would be for this year if Romo was released or traded, and it's $14.3 million. So that kind of changed those plans. Unless someone was willing to give up a few good draft picks, I need to keep Romo on the roster. I'm pretty much married to him until he retires. Once he retires, his salary cap number disappears, so I'm making him my backup, hoping he retires after one season of not playing. Also, one of the ways Madden likes to punish rookie quarterbacks is to get injured on a sack, so having an 87 overall backup will come in handy, knock on wood. When the league was started on September 9th, the first thing I did was cut Mark Sanchez. He's awful and cost $2.5 million against the salary cap. That's ridiculous, and I flat out just don't want his butt fumbling self on my team. So after all the other cuts, that leaves me just with Tony Romo and Dak Prescott on the roster, which is fine. So the way we handled free agency was that everybody got to sign one guy as soon as free agency started at 10 p.m. My goal was to sign right tackle Phil Loadholt, who was an 87 overall, but I'm pretty sure somebody got on at 9:59 and signed him. So I went ahead and settled for Eugene Monroe, who was a right tackle and has got a lot more athleticism than Doug Free, so he tends to get burned a little bit less. He's a little younger also, so I signed him as my lone free agent. And then I looked at the defensive tackles and I wanted to find who's going to start next to Tyrone Crawford. None of these guys blow you out of the water, but it's pretty clear that Cedric Thornton was the number 2 guy. I like the fact that Malik Collins is a rookie, but Madden kind of set him up to be backup status because he's got just low 80s everything across the boards. Terrell McClain's got great strength, no finesse moves, so he's not going to get you any sacks. I think Cedric Thornton's got to have the start. Morris Claiborne, they gave him a little bit of a boost in the roster update, but still not really great enough to start. That slow development is really going to hold him back. Anthony Brown is a baller in this game. His 95 speed really makes an impact, and he's a rookie. He's definitely going to be my 4th cornerback. J.J. Wilcox, man, I wish I could get rid of this guy because he just doesn't really make plays. He's got actually attractive stats, but he just doesn't seem to really make any plays, and he gets burned a lot in coverage. Jalen Smith is going to be my user middle linebacker. He's perfect. He's like the ideal middle linebacker. Great speed, great size. I moved Rolando McClain to the outside. He actually got a nice little boost, and he's massive at 6'4", 260. He's a great left outside linebacker. Kyle Wilber is a guy that you really want to keep on your team because he just seems to make an impact. Sometimes I like to move him to defensive end and use him as a speed rusher there. Trades can be pretty hard to come by, but I was able to swing a 4th round pick for Ron Leary, which is pretty good considering he's on a 1-year deal. He's 27. I probably won't have him come back. And Doug Free is going to be our backup offensive lineman at every single other position. So let's go ahead and scout the Giants real quick, and then we can get right into our game. Alright guys, so it's week 1 against the Giants. Cowboys-Giants. In real life, the Cowboys lost a heartbreaker here. This is the game with Terrence Williams where he didn't go out of bounds where he was supposed to. This guy, J Tiz the Wiz 32, he's actually a new addition to our Connected franchise this year. This is his very first game in our CFM, so we're going to see how well he does. The game plan is obviously the running game is the strong suit of the Cowboys. We got a rookie quarterback. We might not want to try and pass the ball too much. We're going to try and set up the run as best we can with Ezekiel Elliott. Make sure that we get him and his superstar development off to a good start.
Here we go.
First play of the game, we're going to call a stretch run to the outside. Ezekiel Elliott with a 6 stiff arm. Goes out of bounds. Great 27-yard run to start his career. All right, Cowboys come back outside and shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Look out for Lucky Whitehead this season, guys. He's a pretty good playmaker. He's got some good stats. Go right out to him in the flat here. Tries to spin around, break a tackle. Gets about 10 yards, probably about 9.5 actually. It's going to be 2nd and inches here. All right, after an incomplete pass, it's 3rd and inches now. I see him creeping up to the line, so we're going to run a little play action and try to burn him over the top here with the deep pass. Hannah's in motion. He hikes the ball. Looks like he's got no deep safety. Oh, and Des Bryant is wide open. His user skills with Janoris Jenkins are weak, and Des Bryant goes in for the touchdown. Cowboys up 7-0 early on. Great opening first drive, exactly what we wanted to see. Odell Beckham's going to return this from deep in his end zone. And boom! Justin Durant with a big hit. Raheem Moore Sr., one of our free agent pickups, picks up the fumble. Cowboys are going to start this drive in great position. I'm afraid after some conservative play calling, they have to settle for the field goal, and now the Giants are back out on the drive. And as you can see, I had a little struggle with the zoom action, not coming through in the clutch. I panicked a little bit, my player froze, and then he's just going to go ahead and send Odell Beckham deep. I tried to switch to Orlando Scandrick, got pulled away. The zoom feature sucks. I wish that they would not make it the default setting. I know I just need to go into the settings and change it, but you forget, it's first week of the season, chalk it up to rust, and we just have to kind of eat that one. And now that we're only up 10-7, but we're going to come out, we're going to run this quick screen real quick, try to not play conservative again, and make sure that we're going to keep our offense aggressive and keep going for it. So we immediately come to the screen cheese on 1st down. Ezekiel Elliott waits for his blocks to get set up, weaves in and out, he burns past everybody. He's going to take this for the touchdown, folks. Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott's 2nd passing touchdown, padding the stats for him. All right, guys, and on this drive, I want to highlight where I struggle at. Remember I said I wasn't one of the elite players? Well, this drive right here shows why I'm not an elite player. My defensive user skills are just not very good, and J Tiz the Wiz 32 here recognizes that early and takes advantage of my middle linebacker user skills. Here you're going to see he takes Odell Beckham Jr. across the middle, and I get caught up by him and another player, and I don't take the better player, and he gets an easy 1st down with Odell Beckham Jr. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm using Jalen Smith in the middle, trying to cover the tight end. And we were able to get a sack with Tyrone Crawford. So 2nd and 18, right? Great position for the defense. We should just be able to play back and keep them in front of us and make sure that they don't get any big passing plays. And my user skills, I was too busy looking at Cruz, and I let the guy come right over the middle. So he comes out in a 4 wide set. So I go ahead and I try to match him in a cover 4, think he's going deep again. And he's going to hit me with the inside zone run. And Tyrone Crawford just lets him slip right by him. Looks like he took advantage of my user skills again. Set me up with 2 people. I picked the wrong guy. I should have focused on Odell Beckham Jr. That was dumb on my part. 1st and 10. We're going to try and pinch that defense because he's been chewing us up with the running game. And I do not like to lose because of the running game. Charles Tapper, the rookie, comes in and gets a big stop. Finally, somebody's making a play. Charles Tapper, if you guys don't know, he's only a 70 overall, but he's got 87 speed and like 88 acceleration. He's a pretty solid sleeper in defensive end. On 2nd and 14, you see he's still picking me apart, this time with Victor Cruz. Now it's 3rd and 4. We make a stop here. We hold him to a field goal. And he makes the catch over the middle. No! Jalen Smith strips the ball. 4th and 4. Now, in this league, we play sim rules, so you're not supposed to go for it in unrealistic situations. In this situation, it would not constitute going for it on 4th down. An NFL coach would kick the field goal. He does, however, go for it on 4th down. I let him know about it, and he does convert. So he got a 4th down conversion that he probably shouldn't have had, but it's okay. He's new to the league. I let it slide. And the way that he was running the ball up and down the field on me, one could state that it was a realistic situation for him to go for it on 4th down. And then on 1st and 10, he hits me with another inside run that I'm just not ready for, and he gets another 7 yards on me. 2nd and 3, we're bringing the pressure. DeMarcus Lawrence gets the hit, but not the fumble. They call it incomplete. 3rd and 3, we could really use a stop or a turnover at this point. He's got Odell Beckham across the middle. He tries it again, but Anthony Brown almost gets the pick, and with his 95 speed, that would have been a touchdown, folks. I won't waste your time with field goals, but the Giants' kick was good. We're going to jump right into our drive here. I see him creeping up. I see a big opening over by the free safety spot, so we're going to do a little play action. Think it's going to be a run on 1st down. It's not. Des Bryant's wide open, and he makes a one-handed leaping grab. All right, we're going to try some more outside runs here since it worked so well initially. Oh, and we tried to hit him with the juke. Somehow, Jameel McClain comes back and makes a one-armed tackle on Ezekiel Elliott. I'm not sure if that would really happen, but it did. We'll just move on from it. Let's go ahead and take the safe, easy pass on 2nd and 4. Get Jason Witten in the flat. All right, we're going to try another screen pass here because it's cheesy, but it's very effective, and it's very easy to stop if you just pay attention. We're going to hit Zeke again. Overrun our blockers, and they hold us for an 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain. This is one of my favorite plays. Isolate the middle linebacker. James Hano's got 85 speed or so. But we're going to hit real quick on the slant, and we got Terrence Williams, and he's going to break through everyone for the touchdown. Terrence Williams not going out of bounds on this play, going into the end zone, ladies and gentlemen. And we missed the extra point. Back out here. 1st and 10 for the Giants. He sees my screen pass. He likes it. He tries his own. Weak tackling. We got guys falling over each other. He's going to take Shane Vereen on the screen pass for a touchdown. And a little fancy spin move at the end there. Can't blame him. I like the screen pass. The screen pass is effective if it's used at the right times. All right, 2nd and 8 after a short run on 1st down. We're looking at Lucky Whitehead on the outside, and he's just going to burn past everybody. Lucky Whitehead, folks. So it's 30-17. Giants got a penalty on 1st down, moving to 1st and 5. He's going to pass it on 1st down, and he's going to throw it right to Byron Jones, the free safety, reading the play, intercepting the route. Cowboys come out 1st and 10. We're going to spread him out wide. Looks like we got Ezekiel Elliott, but we're going to try and force it. Whoa, and Des Bryant leaps up and saves us from the interception with the one-handed grab. Going back to the screen pass again, folks. Until you can stop it, keep giving it to him. And he's going to push his way in for the end zone. Touchdown! He holds the ball too long, and Randy Gregory is able to get in there for a sack. And on 2nd down, he does the same thing. Randy Gregory again, forcing the fumble. And on 3rd and 27, he's going to play it safe with the draw run and try to get the half done. I'm going to call a timeout. It didn't work out for me. We're going to jump right into the 2nd half here, folks. After an incomplete pass, it's 2nd and 10. He's going to try to test my middle linebacker user skills, and I read it perfectly this time. Jalen Smith with the user pick. A great start to his career for the rookie middle linebacker. All right, we got the ball back, folks. We're going to try this toss play. These outside runs have been working for us against this weak Giants defense. We take it all the way down. That's only our 8th rush, but we got 63 yards on 8 rushes for Ezekiel Elliott in the 3rd quarter. Pretty solid game considering Dak Prescott's thrown about 5 touchdown passes already. And he's trying deep again. Why not? Oh, and it's picked. User pick by Orlando Scandrick. He's trying those deep bombs because they worked for him. So far, he's scored on 2 major pass plays, a screen and a deep bomb. Pretty much our defense has held him set besides that. His play calling has not been that great, and he's going to try it again, and another user pick. Brandon Carr. When Brandon Carr is intercepting you, you just need to stop with the deep throws. We're not going to let up and run the clock out here, guys. We're going to continue to try to pass on these fools. And we get Jason Witten for a 1st down. 4th quarter, we've got the ball, and we are driving. We're trying to add to the score. Like I said, this is a 32-team league. We need all the XP we can get. And then Ezekiel Elliott fumbles on kind of a weak hit, but he has shown against the Redskins last week that he is actually pretty prone to fumbling, even though he only had 2 fumbles in his entire college career. And we read him again. Don't pass over the middle, son. This is Jalen Smith's territory. Jalen Smith with 2 user interceptions. We're going to go quick pass to James Hanna. We're not even trying to score here, but James Hanna is just a hoss with 84 speed. Takes it all the way for a touchdown. Just rubbing it in, salt in the wounds. 47-17, 3.5 minutes left in the third. He's trying to deep again, and the computer just robs Byron Jones of an interception. That was weak. I hate when Madden does that. Give the man his interception. He's trying a little play action on 4th and 5. He's not going to get it. Tyrone Crawford on the pressure. After running it a couple times, we're trying to run the clock down at this point. We feel bad for this kid. He gets a nice lucky pass on 2nd and 10. After a couple incompletes, it's 3rd and 10 for him. We're going to read. We're going to misread the screen, but we're going to cause pressure. Randy Gregory again. He causes pressure, forces the fumble. Tyrone Crawford picks it up, scores a touchdown. I'm not even trying to score at this point, folks. We're just up 57-17 by accident. Last play of the game, he drove all the way down the field, nickel and dimed. I can't be too mad. I kind of was playing it safe. And then he gets this pass across the middle as the game comes to an end. Pretty weak. Madden will do that to you. 57-24 is going to be your final. We're in the victory formation here. We're going to end this game. What a great week 1. Great way to start the season. Great way to start off the Connected franchise. Good game to JTiz the Wiz 32. I hope that you make it into this franchise. I hope you don't quit on us. Keep coming and get better. Giants roster is pretty weak, but you did pretty well. Put up 24 points. Not bad game. It's pretty exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Come back for the next week and check out the game against the Redskins. This is actually one of my good friends that I'm playing. I play him every single year. We've been playing in a small league for about 5 years now, so I know this kid pretty well. He knows me pretty well. Our games are usually a good one. Thanks again for watching, guys, and keep in mind this is the very first time I've ever done anything like this. So let me know what I did right, wrong, some things that you would like to see changed, maybe some things you'd like to see added. I appreciate it greatly, you sticking around this long. Stay tuned for next week when I take on the Redskins. And one last thing, go Cowboys.